What's up, guys? You are listening to the Touge Hour podcast. My name is Wade Best, owner of 129 Touge, and joining me are some of the area's most known individuals in the mountain pass scene. Here we discuss the presence of US 129's Touge scene and the endless changing cycle of motorsport-related news. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Touge Hour. We're here on Spotify. We're going to stop doing the YouTube videos until later on in the year, until we can get some better equipment. But we're back with this boy versus that boy, and we're doing a custom challenge, fantasy build, Hellcat, SRT swapped, anything, whatever you want to do. But we have some cool people in here today. We actually got a packed room. Got our hot dog man down there at the very end. He goes from insurance man, the 8-6 man, the hot dog man. But
that's my side money. I'm happy
that was the high school days. Let me tell you about that.
I'm happy I made it back. I came from the beach today.
Man's got them.
Dylan Shelburne, everybody down there. Our local insurance man.
Buy some Haggerty insurance. Track day insurance, considering a lot of people go to the track.
Real quick, Cars and Coffee Nashville, fantastic.
It was, dude, that was fun.
That was nice.
That was
so many
time.
Crazy cars there.
So I like that more than Harper. Harper has the quantity. Mm-hmm. Nashville had definitely more quality. The quality of cars there were phenomenal. And the people were super nice.
Yeah, they were all cool.
Yeah.
Except for that one guy that was like, 8.6 PRZ.
Dude, the Fit got a lot of attention. That made me really happy, like seeing a lot of enthusiasts coming up to both cars.
Mm-hmm. Especially the Fit.
Yeah, that kind of...
But you know what? Not in a bad way. But she's going to be like, God, I'm going to kill him.
She doesn't listen to the podcast. We can talk about her.
She does. They found us out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oops.
To find out if she listened, I called her old.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It was like...
So you're already on the death note.
It's fine.
That's why it limps like that.
But beside our insurance man down there, we have maybe... You change every week. When are you getting it back? Thomas Couch.
So, Mike got married on Sunday. So he is on his honeymoon this week, and I'm literally showing up Monday after I get off work. Like, hey man, I've got an event in June. I need the car back latest end of the month.
Yeah.
That's gives him 2.5 weeks to do it, get other shit done, and just cams and a few other things, and just pop it in.
Is that all it needs?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's pretty much
exciting.
a straightforward swap.
Yeah.
You're just taking a...
Literally, the only thing that he actually has to do to the engine, other than cams, is install lash caps for on the valve springs for the shim buckets, balance shaft delete, and an EGR delete, and a header. That's it.
What ECU is it again?
Stock.
Nice.
Don't let him fool you. He's running 3 Motec exhaust systems. Beside that, man, we actually have a Miata track instructor who, like you're switching cars here soon.
Oh, what?
I know that.
Yeah, he's been keeping it a secret.
He's been working at BMW. Did you buy a BMW?
But we have Austin Simons, our J-Zilla instructor, which is also a sponsor. What's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
You just want to end it on that? You don't want to tell them what you're going to buy or anything?
No.
What you're possibly
Wait,
going
can we
to
have a
get?
hint?
No.
How many wheels does it have?
5.
14.
Whoa! I need a new hot dog mobile.
Beside that, man, we have our local alignment man, blonde-headed man. You might see this guy wrenching on a local car. Might see him fighting for his life, trying to get a tire on.
I do need a haircut, to be honest with you.
Douglas James Smith.
Starting to look like Joe Dirt over there.
I'm your sister.
Trying to jerk it up, son.
So we started last week. What's your favorite car you've had this week?
Oh, crap. I gotta look through that. I didn't even think about it, to be honest with you, man.
Is it a classic?
Okay.
It might be a classic.
He had some big McHuge large in there last time I was there.
I bet it's 100. It's probably 100.
No, honestly, I really haven't had a whole lot of, like, really, really, like, out there thing. I did a C8 this week. I guess that was alright.
The color scheme on that C8 was weird. It was like a Legend of Zelda cosplay.
Let's go.
Wait, almost.
Yeah.
No. So it was, what was it? It was like dark green exterior, like a brown.
No, it was like a brownish, greenish color.
Austin's opening his. Austin, get it over with.
There's more snacks being thrown around right
He's
now.
opening a cookie.
Austin's
Open it.
You
Just
can
crinkle.
just hear, just rip it off
All right.
like a Band-Aid.
So it was like brown with like tan interior and gold wheels. It looked like a Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
Oh, you forgot the tan interior too. It's like
I just said tan
Oh,
interior.
sorry, I didn't pay attention.
Hair so long it covered your brain cells. Good
That's
lord.
exactly what's going on. I told you I need a haircut. But it's like, you've seen it in the sunlight, and it almost had this like greenish tint to this brownish color.
Yeah.
But I guess the guy said it was like a 1 year, or like an only year they're going to do that color, and they didn't make many of those.
I feel like everyone that owns a Corvette is like, it's 1 of 30, and here's
I
why
agree.
it's rare.
Actually, I did a C3 today. I did a
To all our Corvette listeners, it's okay if you
Oh god, you're gonna come at us with your
listening to it on their. They're listening to it on their Zune.
I seen when you said the Corvette thing. I seen a guy in the comments. He's like, oh, "You know what makes this one rare? Oh, Randy from Third Shift built this. It's 101."
It's 101.
Go ahead, Doug. I'm
It's
sorry.
101 because I kiss my fingers before I go to bed.
They're fiberglass. I did a C3 today. I only had 40,000 miles on it, but it'd been sitting
Whoa.
for 30 years in Ohio.
Put that man. Oh god.
outside.
I was gonna say put him on
Put it in a
Haggerty insurance,
coffin.
but I don't want anything
No.
Ohio.
No.
There was a
You
car
lift it up in
lift?
the air and you look underneath it, and everything's rusted.
Oh really?
Put that car in a coffin.
Yeah, I couldn't do.
Put
I
him
couldn't
in a
move
coffin.
anything. Everything was seized up. I was like, "Sorry, you should keep it back." I'm not
Man.
touching it.
Speaking of old and rusty, we got a guest.
We do have a guest. It seems like every time we do this boy versus that boy, we have another boy, and we have
We have a man.
the local legend himself.
Oh man.
No.
Some say he was tuned by Narita Dogfight and then sent over in a box.
Send over.
We have Sean Wilson Smith. How you doing?
Pretty good. How y'all doing?
Welcome to the podcast. Little claps, small
Our
claps.
first guest, man.
Our first guest.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Just keep going.
People are like, they had more than one guest. No, this is their first guest.
I'm the first guest?
No,
No.
you're like the
Wait, who was? Oh,
You're the
Forrest.
third.
Forrest was our guest.
and then Logan.
Yeah.
Forrest
Oh,
Logan.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
But he's special because he also drives an 8.6.
He does.
Yeah.
He does have an 8.6.
Well, Forrest does, but doesn't drive it anymore.
There's
Yeah.
4 of them.
Now it's
There's
a
3
competition.
right now. 3 or 4 out in the driveway, right?
Oh god.
8.6s?
S2000s are so old school, man.
Boo!
Sorry,
Bruh.
I'm just joking. We love you all. But you hear that? What we're doing today is just like this ultimate custom build of just like we're gonna have 50K of like a limit, and then we'll have 100,000 as a limit, which you can do a lot with 100,000.
Oh yeah.
And then we have just unlimited amount of money.
We don't actually have it.
We don't
We're gonna
actually have this
pretend
money.
have it.
But I'm sure someone does.
Sponsor us. You have that much money.
Please, Jesus. But
For just
we'll start out.
$3 a year.
So so this is what you can build for under whatever budget, and this is engine, driveline, chassis,
Yes.
combination of whatever.
And this is Dylan's
When he
idea.
says when he says driveline, he
Like-
means he's talking transmission
No.
wise.
I'm talking about when you talk chassis, it's like just the car set.
Just the body,
Like
right?
a G-body chassis.
And like Couch was saying, when I say driveline, it is transmission and the drivetrain. So you can combo them. So like if you want a Porsche PDK that's front wheel drive, go ahead. Don't know what you're putting it in, but go ahead.
We can take care of it. I don't care.
Okay.
If anyone's wondering what's going on, this man's got something in his pants.
Oh my god.
What is
Not
he
afraid
doing
either.
over there?
Hold up.
What is up with insects? We had a
Oh, we
lot-
killed
had
a wasp
hornet last week.
I think it's a tick.
He's got a tick in his pants.
Are you wearing zip up pants?
No.
He said no.
I would laugh my ass.
Oh my god, it's a lizard.
It's really a lizard.
It's
Is it really a tick?
I thought
It's Kiichi Suchi.
I thought it was. I was worried.
He's over here unbuttoning.
He's trying to find an excuse to take his pants off on his
He's
first
like-
podcast visit.
You see him standing? Mom made pancakes.
Our first NSFW, guys.
Well,
There's a reason we turned the camera off.
no, I found it. It felt like a tick was in my pants. I'm fresh off the mountain, by the way. They're like, "Why's he got ticks on him?"
Ticks
He
are
was in
bad
the
up there.
tree.
Yeah, ticks are terrible.
Don't
All
go
right.
in the woods. But
So this first one.
go ahead. It's your topic. want
Oh,
you
I
to-
go first?
You go first.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy!
'Cause
All
I'm
right.
gonna break I'm gonna break 2 people here.
Off the
One of
rip.
them's this guy.
You're gonna break.
I'm gonna break him
He's gonna break me apparently.
Wait a minute.
because he's gonna hate what I've done to his car.
You better have an all-wheel drive Honda in there.
Listen, you better put an FA20 in an S2000.
Oh, that'd be great. Sean's over there excited. All right, so for my $50,000 budget, I would K24 swap an MRS. That's it. And
Get
have
out.
it be rear
Get
wheel
out of
drive.
here.
What is wrong with that?
2ZZ.
No.
Why not, dude? They're
Hybrid
like dirt
Camry.
cheap.
I would rather.
Okay,
if
no,
I had
I'm
50
gonna hear
grand-
you out. I'm gonna hear you out.
Well, then let me finish talking. He's like, I'm going to hear you out, but let me tell you why you're wrong. So, a K24, just with parts availability, which I know the 2ZZ has it too, but tunability, all the aftermarket support, like I can go to 4-piston right now and buy a new block. For like 11 grand, that makes 280 wheel.
Okay.
If you hand me 50 grand, I'm going to go buy an MRS for 10 grand. I'm going to buy a well-done K24 for like 7.
Yeah.
And then all the driveline is probably going to cost me another 15. Like said and done, coilovers, bushings, everything. So I'm, around 40 to 45 and just supporting mods.
Okay.
So yeah, a K24 swapped MRS. I feel like I was really boring like when I did my all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, front-wheel drive.
I mean,
thing.
it's a good chassis. It's a good engine. I mean, I'm sure has somebody swapped that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
The Breakfast Kev, he used
Yeah.
to have one.
Really?
He bought it swapped, and I was talking to him about it when I was looking at him. He's like, "That's the one car I wish I didn't sell." And he had like some pretty mild aero, kind of like yours and Sean's cars.
Yeah.
Like not crazy, like time attack stuff, but
Man
like
called our Voltex mild.
Mild,
Man,
yeah.
out here.
let's not call it mid.
I spent $6,000 to get
It's
that
not a
thing
9
here.
lives wing. Sorry. Shout out 9
My,
lives.
my big question is which one's great value now?
Dang.
Probably me, just because of my splitter's got some stuff going on.
Or at least your splitter didn't rot.
I didn't notice the yellow
Which
tape,
one
though.
didn't rot?
For anyone wondering,
Any of them.
both their cars are both 8.6s. They both have very similar mods. And the running joke was Wade was always called Great Value Sean.
Wait, who had theirs first?
Sean.
Sean
Then
Sean.
then Wade is forever great value Sean.
No, it's Kengushi.
But yeah, Sean has his first.
And
then
he's
it's second.
Daiyo
Maybe.
Then who's Max Arito?
Who's the Cuban guy?
The Cuban guy.
Yeah.
Oh
You know, like
God.
a Puerto Rican or a Cuban?
Oh, the guy who's sponsored by Papadakis now.
Yeah.
He has a B58 GR86.
Yeah, that thing's
Why
sick.
can I not think of his name?
Castro.
Yes, thank you.
What?
Fidel
Not
Castro?
Jonathan Castro. A different Castro.
Speaking of Castro, what are you picking down there, Miata man?
Where's Castro? Well, it's like a couple miles that way, but it's a 2.5 spot Pincy Miata.
Wow.
Of
How did
any way
I
to
just
spend
not
50
see
grand?
that?
That's what you're.
I mean, that's a good.
Okay.
Okay.
Man got his dream car.
That was
So,
fast. Are you still keeping it rear-wheel drive?
Absolutely.
You're
Front-wheel
throwing an
drive.
LSD in it, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
LSD completely gutted. Like, there's going to be no weight in this car.
Are you turboing it?
No, absolutely not.
so then
Why am I going to turbo a $12,000 engine?
Because you have $50,000 budget.
yeah. So I was going to ask, what would you do? Say you spent 20 on this, right? What would you do with 30 grand to the car that you're about to pick up Monday? What else would you do with 30 grand?
With 30, so after to build the car the way I would want it, it would probably cost about 20 in total. So that'd leave me about 10.
Okay.
If I wanted to, I could. Well, no.
Just full
No,
double wishbone front and rear of the car. Wait, it is.
It
double
already
wishbone.
is.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't know cars.
You're gonna
Honestly,
paint it?
I would have 10 left
Painted
over.
a $10,000 gold chrome wrap.
Yeah. Honestly, at the end of the day, like I would have probably 10 left over because you can build those 2.5 NCs
Pretty cheap.
for like 20 grand just for what I'm doing right now currently. That's getting a car, even if it's obviously it's gonna be blown up. You're already swapping it anyway. LSD's probably $1,200 for like a Cusco or a Tomei. All your suspension stuff, we'll say another 5 grand,
Yeah.
6 grand.
I mean,
Poly bushings or whatever.
it depends on what type of suspension setup you want to do anyways.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you can do just get it out there, make it perform, or you can just go, hey, these things have 17 reservoirs inside my firewall
Yeah.
for one coilover. Check me out.
Speaking of people who swap Miatas.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna call on the podcast now. You didn't buy Scott Johnston's, did you? The NB?
No.
I think he's lying.
gotta-
I think he's lying.
We'd have to go get it tomorrow, though. So it doesn't run, if you're wondering.
Yes.
But it does ride on the trailer. Which, speaking of which, we gotta unload that thing.
Give me that 8.6. Let me K-swap one.
So anyway,
50 grand. What are you doing?
what I'm doing is I'm take an old Javelin,
Yes!
old Ellen,
Ooh.
Yes, I was hoping that was coming
slapping
back.
an LS in that son of a gun, slapping a sequential in that thing.
Listen, it better have a hog ass cam in it.
What is Wade? You are licking your fingers over there. What are
Oh,
you
dude,
doing?
you just wait. I'm gonna put this.
He's
I
gonna
don't know. This man's about to be put down by my opinion. He just reminded me of something, so keep
You're
going.
gonna eliminate our guests.
72 AMC Javelin for those who were uninformed. LS, good, solid engine. Maybe throw a supercharger on it.
Sorry.
He's allergic to V8s. He's a rotary man. Starts talking about
all that
LSs and he
oil
gets
coming
allergic.
up.
Did I say you can actually get sequential kits for a T56? They're like 10 grand after the T56, but they do exist.
Okay. So LS sequential Javelin.
And
Front wheel drive.
rear-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive?
Wait, almost
Hey, don't curse at me.
and that's it. That leaves me tons of money left over for
When it breaks.
that will break for spare trim paint pieces that like to fall off randomly because it's 50 years old.
Wow, it is.
Yeah.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
really 50 years old?
I think it's over 50. 72.
Yeah, 51 years old.
51.
Dude,
That's
I
wild.
would never treat a 51-year-old like you treat a 51-year-old. Leave him in a field of
They're
rot.
still good at work.
Speaking of 51-year-olds, Doug, what you got?
Mother.
Oh!
I wouldn't be the oldest one here.
That's why I said it.
Hey, you need this worse than I do.
Need some water.
Need some water.
I'll keep it real simple, boy.
Now, just to clarify, is this like a track build or
This is whatever you want.
This is yeah, okay.
Whatever
You can build this and throw it into an effing wall if you
I like
wanted
how we're
to.
just on the fly doing this. Like no one did their homework.
I did my homework, but it's also mine.
F-22
Rapid?
swapped.
This is the missile guidance system.
That exists. Josh owns it.
I know.
Or Amber, I guess, technically. I want that car so bad.
I do
Wait.
too.
It's an F-22.
F-22,
Wait.
S2000 engine.
S2000 engine?
In an
In
8.6?
8.6?
Yeah.
But.
You not seen that car?
Yeah,
Wait,
Amber
Sean.
has one.
Sean, is it an
Is that
F20 or
what
an
is actually
F22?
in that car?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
they
In the
never
purple
drive-
car?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it an F20 or an F20?
I don't know which one it is.
I do.
I've
not
never
know.
even seen this car.
So I went over.
It's a myth.
It's a myth. So I don't know if you know Bryce Sturgeon.
I do
Yeah.
know Bryce.
So Bryce went to go buy the yellow WRX, and I went over there with him because we worked at Mazda, and he needed a ride. I went over there and I was like, Josh, take the cover off of it because it just sits there under a cover.
Oh, it's pretty.
Dude, he took it off, and the way this purple just exploded in the
Bussin'.
sun, it is crazy. It's like going to a shop in Japan and getting like the one in the back that's like legendary, uncovered. And I made him give me a number on that car, and it is more than a new 86 car.
Yeah, it's
I'm sure.
But I mean, what a car!
it is pretty.
That's
Yeah.
what I would do, no question. I mean, you have a legendary car with a legendary engine. And it's all within that 50.
Hey.
Now, what transmission would you use? Would you use AP2 trans?
That's a good question, but I probably would use an ABD trains. I think they're great. Highway, not so much.
AB2 Transit shifter feels perfect.
Yeah, I was about to say, and the carbon fourth or something like that. Yeah.
I'm
Or
so
carbon
crazy
synchros, I don't
about
know.
the hybrid shifter for my AP1. Like,
Yeah?
I want to feel what Amber's feels like.
It is. It is nice.
Oh, have you driven her car?
I'm not. No.
Oh,
No.
okay. Really?
Onto the right.
Real line.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant driving another, not in a parking lot.
Oh, he clutch dumped it in the gravel.
If I asked her to, yeah. She forced me to drive the Cappuccino.
I
Oh,
drove the
really?
Oh,
Cappuccino
yeah,
Twist your arm on that
yes,
one.
she did.
That's a S2000, like S2000 Lite.
It's a little baby man.
So I'm curious about this. What's your 50,000, Mr. Special Guest? Mr.
I'm
Make a
probably
Wish?
gonna go.
We already know what it is.
No.
Oh.
No, I ain't busting that out yet.
It's a truck.
FA20 and an FD.
No. I'm going FA20.
Oh my God, are you serious?
No. I'm not. No, I'm going RX-8 chassis.
Perfect.
NC chassis.
He's gonna put an LFX in.
T56 trans
Yep, Halifax.
Put an LFX in it.
with an F20 motor.
Not an F22.
F series, brother.
That's why a T56, not like an AP2 trans.
Well, it can handle it, I guess.
But I feel like T56, aren't they super clunky? Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
they
have
are
you felt my
clutch
shifter?
yeah. Well, I was just wait, your shifter in that?
Yeah, this is super
Yeah.
funny.
Is that a
Yeah,
T-
the same shifter.
well, the IRP?
Yeah.
Mine wasn't clunky at all.
Mine's like,
Oh, well, yeah, that, but I mean a T56 going like first, neutral,
Oh.
second. It's like,
Yeah, they have a big throw.
is it really big?
Yeah, they have a pretty
Oh.
decent throw. It's like
Oh yeah, you'll throw it into the trunk.
it's about
Yeah.
an inch and a half, 2 inches.
I'm just going based off reliability of what I've
But
heard.
they make.
but I mean the AP2 trains is super reliable.
Is it?
And it would match obviously perfect to that engine because
AP1's
it's S2000.
It is the worst?
Yeah, AP1's worse than AP2 trans.
Oh.
How much candy do you have?
Those are my Bucky sticks
yeah.
I brought.
Where's he keep getting this food from?
I put it on the table earlier.
Snack it.
okay.
All right.
So you would go RX8 with an F20, not an F22. Man only knows 8.6s.
I do. Rotaries and BRZ.
So the F20 is from the
F22.
AP1.
That's okay. AP1.
So you want the same engine that Doug used in the AE86, you would put it in an RX8.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know about the guy up in... Oh, not smacking the mic. They are super sour. Yeah, I can hear them over here.
just-
But there's a guy up in Oak Ridge that does the LFX, and I talked about that on the podcast. And it's the Camaro V6 from the 5th and 6th gen. And it makes like 300, and it balances out to a perfect 50-50. The coefficient of drag on the RX-8 chassis is crazy
I was
good.
going to say, the RX-8
And
chassis
so
is...
there is like, I mean, crazy amount of like formula and data that goes into this, and it's 20 grand.
Wow.
And you can take it up there. There's like a 3 to 6 month lead time, obviously, because the man's probably super busy. And custom harness, everything, and it plops in, and it's 20 grand, and you're done.
And you're done.
And he sent me an invoice, and it was around that. And he's like, the car would be done, hood vents, coilovers, everything.
There is an NB, Mazda Speed NB in Pigeon Forge that has the V6 Camaro swap.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I wouldn't like that because the thing I like about the 8 is the length of the wheelbase to accept 300 torque. Because in a Miata, you're just fighting with it because it's so
No, I went and drove it myself. He's got 245s on it.
Yeah.
And it rips. It has plenty of torque, plenty of horsepower, but it's not blowing the tires off. Like a
Oh, and Sean, it's called Kiesler Automation.
Kiesler?
Andrew Kiesler.
Oh, Andrew. Oh, no, Andrew.
Yeah, he runs the whole shebang. over there.
Okay.
Yeah, but I did like an obsessive amount of research on that swap, and everything about that works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched him blow an RX-8 up on track.
But it has like the power to weight of like a C6 Grand Sport. It has more torsional rigidity than a 997 Turbo S. Like all this crazy stuff, and it gets good fuel economy. It's a V6, and it's pushing around not a Camaro.
That is true. It's not pushing around a tank.
So
Yeah.
what's yours, Wade?
Mine?
50 grand.
Oh man, this is already going to upset a lot of people.
FA20 and a G-Block.
So, do you guys think before we even start this?
No, I don't.
If we were, if we were to go over to Japan, let's not talk about any shipping costs or anything like that.
Okay, so you walk.
Let's say I got the
Who just
Feed
walks across
FD
Oh, my
RX-7.
gosh.
That's
And we-
more than 50 grand.
Okay, let's take everything out of it and just make it a roller.
So an FT chassis.
Yeah.
Okay.
A car built just like that,
Okay.
but just a roller.
So no engine, no trans.
No engine, no trans.
Well, there's your 50 grand. That car without an engine and trans is 50.
Okay, well, if we're going to hit 50 grand there, let's
We'll
just
call
go,
it. We'll call it 30.
We'll call it
Magically
30 on a good day.
30 on a good
Right.
day.
We'll say it's 2002 right now.
Yes.
Because
If I could
people
buy
want
that
to
car for
hear what
30
I have to say, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
So, RX-7, we brought it over. We're
Feed
in the
FD.
hills of Tennessee.
Oh God.
Feed FD is getting monster tries. I'm not going to say that other
He's
word
going to
'cause
put a
it's gonna sound bad.
305 Chevy Small.
I'm putting a 4.8, baby. I'm putting a 4.8 Vortec LS iron block in that boy.
Well, there's a
We're going to
5.3
turbo
right there.
it, okay? So we're going to get a power.
And me and Sean
And to top it off, I'm not going to rebuild it. I'm going to pull
mullet.
it straight out of a junkyard motor because I got to keep it cheap.
If you weren't the host of this podcast, I'd kick you out.
155,000 mile 4.8. It's about average for anybody. I mean, there's one sitting over there. It's just a 5.3.
Wait, what
I
trans
just
are you
want to let it
using?
be known.
Huh?
What trans are you
We're
using?
putting a T56 in it.
God, I hate you so much right now.
I'm glad you do.
In this room, there are 3 better engine options in this room right now. What he chose. I'm looking at a 2J.
I could fart and there'd be a 4th engine option, and it'd be better than that.
I can see 3
Yeah, but
engines.
you're also
boat
forgetting
engine
about
would be
that
The boat engine.
Mercury 250.
The
back
Mercury.
there.
It would even be better.
The outboard.
The
I'm
graphics
taking
card in
that-
that computer is better than the 4.8 swapping an FD.
I'm taking that weed eater right there.
There's going to be people that comment that are going to say, you know what?
You're lucky they don't have comments on Spotify.
Because they would be all in favor of my 4.8.
I don't know.
people will be like, yeah, dude, I had a 4.8
Yeah,
when I was
because
in
most
high
of
school.
them, you know what? I'm not gonna trash talk our audience.
To the next one. What'd you do for 100K?
You remember that episode where I was hiding or living in the woods?
That's your car you live in the woods with?
Feed FD.
And he doesn't deliver
4.8
tofu.
later.
He delivers.
I leave it outside
moonshine.
too. I don't keep it in the garage.
I was expecting like an SRT4 swapped. And
No,
I-
that car's
The
dead.
Skittle.
We
Can't
can't
say
keep
it.
reviving it. It's dead.
I can't say it. But yeah,
What?
that's
Whose
my
car's
fault. We're
dead?
keeping it real drive too.
intermission. We're gonna hit him in the nuts.
No joke. I'm gonna beat you with a push rod. Sean, what were you saying?
You're talking about SRT4. Does somebody have one?
No, Wade's wanted one for forever, and we did this whole
I love the
bracket.
Skittles.
We did a whole bracket competition, and it got killed off, and we were like, we're done. It was brought up every podcast 28 times during the podcast, and we all agreed that the SRT4 is dead. It's done. It's no longer an idea.
Guess what we've seen at National Cars and Coffee? Only one.
In the parking lot in the corner.
Yeah, in the corner away from everybody.
It wasn't even in the show.
It was.
It was so sad. We were all setting up.
It
Like,
was like the custodian's car.
have you ever been to Nashville Super Speedway?
I have not.
So it's like the entrance to any track, right? You go through the gate.
Oh, it goes. Does it go under the? No, I'm
No,
not thinking
no.
of it.
We're outside the Super
Okay,
Speedway.
okay.
But it's just like any track, right? You go through the gate, you go to the paddock. So there's that, and it was like outside the gate by about like a quarter mile, all alone in the parking lot, black fender flares, RPF ones, just sitting out there, not threatening anybody, but it's dead.
It's so beautiful.
It's dead.
You know that guy cannot. I bet when he took off from there, he went first, second. When he's like, I gotta go to third. I bet he would just use two hands and just shoved it into third, just trying to get it in.
Oh,
But-
my Lord.
100K. This is gonna be good for me.
I'm so boring with mine, I feel like.
No, I think you're more direct towards your options that are a lot better than what I'm gonna say.
I would have a Whipple supercharged LS3 swapped
Get out.
PDK Avora all-wheel drive.
What the hell?
Everything you can put it in, and you put it in a Vora? That happy little Lotus meme car?
That's an Elise. The Avora's the long one.
No, look at the map.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
That's the first gen. The second gen looks angry. But yeah, so it's longer wheelbase. It is double wishbone front and rear. I actually fit in one somehow.
How?
I don't know. I sat in one.
You don't fit in a Supra, but you fit in one of those things?
No joke. But yeah, and a twin turbo LS3 would be fun. And that all-wheel drive in a mid-engine car,
I feel like that would be really rowdy.
or not twin turbo, sorry, supercharged, just so you can hear just all the torque delivery.
Instant torque.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be super fun. I mean, that's a car that you could be like, I want to go for a drive. And it doesn't, it won't punch like a turbo or a twin turbo car, even though anything forced induction LS doesn't really like punch.
Right.
But yeah, like 700 wheel, not a big supercharger, 700 wheel, 750 maybe, all wheel drive, mid engine, PDK.
Would you have arrow on it? I mean, it's
Oh
100K.
yeah, just
That'd be
make
a
sure it
weapon.
counts.
That would be a weapon.
But that would be a car that I could just like take out and just have fun driving it. Because I don't want 1,200 horsepower. I want it to be an enjoyable experience. So I feel like that would be super cool.
That's a good choice.
And
I
with
do
the
like that.
PDK, I'm not like worried about torque management when I'm shifting and upsetting the weight balance. It's pretty much a GT4, a redneck GT4 RS. That's about what it is.
It's Hennessy if they got a hold of it.
And finish the cars that didn't steal
And
customers'
finish their
money.
cars and take money.
But that's my 100 grand. There goes the keys.
There
to my
goes
Bora.
100 grand right there.
That's the keys to my board.
All right, Couch, what do you got?
Hear me out on this, all right?
Okay. He said it's a 2.5 Miata.
I'm going to take beat to trash. I'm going to tow it out of a field. S13.
Wade's about to lick
right.
the microphone.
Take that beautiful sounding
Okay.
engine out of the LFA.
Pigs do fly.
Oh, I have that as one of... No! Damn it.
And just put a dog box. I'm talking a dog box.
Like a NASCAR dog box?
NASCAR straight cut gear dog box.
With an LFA.
I feel like you're some kid. This has happened before. I feel like you're some kid that's like, oh yeah, dude, got a wide body 240 SX at home. Yeah, it's twin turbo LS.
She goes to another
It's like-
school.
And then you go home or you go to the kid's house and he's like, yeah, here it is. It's not a real car. It's a Forza
It's not a
car.
car. It's a Forza. And then just spend all of the money on a roll cage and put it into a wall.
Wow.
Whoa.
You know how many people would just be ripping that car apart for that motor that's inside of
So
it?
I was gonna put that in my unlimited car, and now I'm gonna change it. But I had the LFA engine because that, in my opinion, is the best sounding engine, right under a KA24D.
What?
What?
And the reason why it's going to be put into a wall, it's an S chassis. What do you guys do with S chassis? You drift it
Throw it in the wall.
You park
Wow.
it next to your garage and let it sit in
into
the
a
tree.
wall, is what you do.
Somebody's feelings got super hurt. Austin?
Oh boy, here we go.
Austin?
I thought he was talking about me and mine that's sitting in the garage.
Mine's a little interesting. So, RX-7FC Savannah. In proper Savannah.
So, a 10th anniversary.
FA20.
Okay, I want a nice chassis.
So, he's going to take an FA24.
Yep. So, gonna take a Judd HK
Ooh.
V8.
Judd got Sean's ears burnt quick.
Okay. So, for those who aren't aware, that is a IMSA level V8
Yep.
that revs to 10,000 RPMs, making 510 horsepower.
Do you think you can buy that engine for under 100 grand?
No.
I agree. I think that's like
I
100.
looked it up.
How much is that engine?
Let's see.
Judd V8 start at 20 grand.
Okay. That one is probably like 80.
This one is probably closer to 60, but that's okay. It's gonna take up most of the budget. It's fine.
Okay. That's fair.
Throw another sequential in there because sequentials are cool.
20 grand.
15. I looked it
Okay.
up. They're,
Oh, okay.
they're 13.9, but after shipping and everything, 15.
Okay, so you're at 75.
Yep, 75. And then that leaves me room to throw some pretty decent
Stickers on it? What?
Yeah, throw some stickers.
It's gonna be a fully done car
Anime titties.
on stock wheels.
Put power to the ground.
Nah, you can throw some decent coilovers on it and some other stuff, but you'd have a pretty wicked SC.
Some
That'd be
nitrous.
very cool.
It would be.
I like how some way we found a way to shove a V8 in an RX-7 twice with Sean here.
In an RX,
With Sean,
in a
yeah.
Already
RX
know
rotary
that's how I
chassis.
live.
The disrespect.
It's a Judd, though.
So-
They do sound good.
I say, you can. It revs as high as a rotary does.
Have you seen the hill climb video with the Judd?
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, I think that guy crashed and died. But
So-
that
Oh my god, wait.
he did. But gosh, that car
Such a twist. Is that? Yeah, he did.
So,
that car sounds so good.
He's dead.
I looked into Judds pretty significantly because I was like, oh, this, again, you
They-
see, I
yes.
could buy one for 20 grand. I mean, in the hindsight of things, that's really not that bad.
Awesome. Let's put
They
one
make a
in the auto.
V10 too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. I wonder if the one I seen was a V8 or a V10. I do not know. I think it was a
I
V8.
think it was. But I looked into it. They're not that bad to buy, considering the hindsight of everything. But you do have to rebuild them every 4,000 miles.
Oof.
Huh?
Yeah, they need rebuild.
So it's going to be a drift car. Okay.
A full rebuild every 4,000 miles, which is pretty costly. So, yeah. You might as well just give up on that dream for streetability.
If Doug's choice isn't one of, if it's not a NASCAR, then I'm gonna be.
Wait, can I call this now? I bet the chassis is an NSX.
You're not even close.
Dang it.
It's a NASCAR chassis.
Not even close.
Alright, well, what is it?
What do we got?
100 grand, what are you doing?
I'm gonna have a Factory 5 Shelby Daytona Coupe with a quad rotor.
Oh man,
You just want an American looking FD.
Is it
Dude, that would
turbo or
sound
NA?
nasty.
NA.
NA, yes.
My man.
Yep, that would be quad rear-wheel drive, not all. And it would hurt the Shelby lovers' feelings because it's not a Ford engine, and it would be a Shelby Daytona Coupe, and I would have to get it in blue, and I would have to get the white racing stripes with the number on the back, and yeah, that would be ultimate dream.
So the classic Shelby look with just 4 rotors. 4 magical spinny boy Doritos.
Yes,
Yes.
making almost F1 sounds.
Have any of y'all heard of 4-rotor like in person before?
Yes,
Yeah.
incredible.
Was at Grid Life and Rob Dahl was there with his
I got on track.
and watching him go down the back straight of Road Atlanta.
Doug said I passed him in my Type R.
Man.
No, I actually was on track with it though. I got to ride in one of the guys from Nine Lives, one of their white FCs, I don't know.
Josh or Kevin?
It
yeah.
was Josh's. I got to ride in Josh's car.
Man, I miss them being up here.
I know. Where have they been?
They do Sunday Cup now.
They do fit things.
And they also work at, well, one of them works at Nine Lives, so down there.
Okay.
But I had to ride in his car, and Rob Dom's quadrotor was on track, and we did get to run behind it, and it was rotary noises out of his FC and rotary noises out of the quadrotor FD was music to your ears.
But that was fantastic.
Yes.
Was that during? Sorry, was that during when Landry had when everybody's
Yes.
car was breaking?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the last Red Atlanta grid. Yeah. Cause
Yeah, you guys went out with a bang, literally.
I didn't. I didn't.
Well, no, you survived.
I survived. I was the only survivor. R.I.P. Logan's car.
Yeah.
Mason's car was swapping ahead that Friday night at the track.
Oh, I'll never forget when I stayed with him and Logan in a camper at Road Atlanta, and then he stuffed it down into 10A.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
Who stuffed it?
we were all in the same
Mason.
one.
Oh,
I
Mason?
didn't know you then.
Yeah, no, but I was, we kind of like circles.
Yes.
We were like a degree of separation. But yeah,
Yes.
he was going down to the 10A and went to brake, and I guess a caliper locked.
Locked and went
So
left.
he had a
Shot him to the left.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
he had a 300. I think he had a 300Z booster on it, and he
Yeah, the
thinks
bu-
it over boosted on the driver's side, and it just hooked him into the what would actually be the outside wall.
So he turned into a lawn dart.
Yeah,
I got a picture of it actually.
Oof.
Yeah, I remember seeing it come off track. And then I saw the footage of someone behind him, and it just looks like he stared into the
Yeah.
wall. All right, Mr. 100 Gram, what you got?
I'm going with a RB26, like fully built. I think you can get those for like what? Like a full built RB26.
So you want like or like the HKS 28?
Yes.
Because those are 36 grand. I
36,
think.
okay.
Someone's gonna correct me, but I think call it 30.
Okay.
30 grand.
Doug's going to love me for this one.
What you got, brother?
He's gonna put it in Integra.
Yes.
Whoa! I called it.
My man.
Wait,
Let me
what drivetrain and trans?
Change it, please.
So what transmission?
Yes, rear wheel drive. Yes.
Rear wheel drive. What
Rear wheel
trans?
drive.
You're just gonna go with the Nissan trans?
Which one would that be? I don't.
So pretty much out of anything that touches an RB, they're pretty much all the same. Someone's gonna pop off on me, or you can just pop a sequential in. You got 100 grand.
Yeah, sequential, definitely.
Yeah.
A rear wheel drive tag with RB.
That'd be
Bro.
sick.
revving
So
to 10.
I have the controversial.
And it's got to be yellow.
Ooh.
Phoenix yellow.
Yes.
There you go. Have it some like knockoff yellow. I want AutoZone duplicolor yellow.
What is that? What is the color? So there's the yellow that's on the bug eye WRXs. I'm trying to. I'm drawing
Oh,
a blank on
Bryce, the one Bryce had.
it. No, not that yellow. There's another yellow it's like it looks faded. Honestly, that's how it comes from the
The
factory.
one that was on.
The first gen Dakar yellow. Colored that.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So you want a Dakar yellow Integra?
yes.
Fair enough. I like it.
It's a good one. A good one.
I'm also picking the Honda.
So proud
I'm
of you.
picking an FK8 Civic Type R.
Oh, you better
I'm not-
ruin
I'm
it. He
not
said he was gonna ruin you and
What's the
break
blue?
you.
What's the bright blue?
The boost blue.
Boost blue.
I'm
FA24.
What motor is in that, by the way? I don't.
K20 C1.
Yeah, it's K20 turbo.
So ripping that out, we're dropping an LS3 in it,
Yes.
and we're making it rear-wheel drive.
Whoa,
This man with his
LS4. It's the only transverse mounted LS ever. When the front wheel drive LS cars, but it sits
Oh
sideways.
yeah, the like them Impalas and stuff.
Yeah, the LS4.
Oh no, we're turning it normal.
Long way.
The correct
We're
way.
making it a V8 supercar.
Peanut butter jelly the long way.
He eats corn the long way.
You know that means right? The long way. All right. So what?
I'll fight
What trans and what drivetrain?
So what drivetrain?
Like all-wheel drive, front-wheel drive.
Rear-wheel drive.
What trans?
Trans TR660.
Smart.
Nobody's done it yet.
Actually, you know what? Let's pull that out. Let's put a sequential in it. We got the money.
We got the money.
Sequential.
All right.
It's like $16,000 plus sequential, but
Yep.
I mean, imagine rowing gears in a V8 Type R. Dude, that would be perfect. You wouldn't have to worry about torque steer.
That'd be very confusing
I don't
too.
worry about torque steer.
Well, I mean, when you're making 700 horsepower. But no, yeah, I think that would be unique. But my unlimited class build is going to be top tier. People are going to be like, "What? I didn't even think about that."
Wait, then just start with you then.
You want me to
Just did your
start?
100.
I gotta
circle
have
back.
time to think. You can start with Wade, but you got to go back.
You want me
we'll
to
just
go
to
ahead?
me
And,
and just go back around
you
then.
want to state my opinion?
No.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay.
I'm just joking. I am ready.
You are?
Yeah.
Should we just keep it in the same order?
Yeah,
That
just
way
keep the same order.
I got to think
All right.
about it.
So for my unlimited, I'm gonna get a Porsche 917K. The old Le Mans cars.
God, that's what I was gonna choose.
Are you serious?
Yeah, to keep going.
I would do the Demand 4.5 or the old 4.5 out of the 912. So pretty average horsepower, but I would supercharge it. I want a supercharged 4.5 flat six, just so it makes weird noises. And I want it to be rear-wheel drive
Yeah, of course.
with the manual transmission out of the first generation Ford GT40.
Okay.
The gearing for that would be perfect.
Was that trans actually in the middle or was it over here?
It's on the side.
Is it on the side?
Yeah, so when I went to go see all those GT40s, they had like the OG Ken Miles car. Replica. But dude, I didn't realize they had to get permits from Ford to use the color.
Wow.
Like everything. And he was like, this is built to the exact same spec. It makes the exact same power, same tires, or same like period correct, obviously not the same date code, but like same period correct tires, wheels, brakes, everything. And the trans it's right-hand drive, and the trans is on the right, and the door sill is like a foot wide.
It is
Yep.
wild. There's I think it's called the Hakone Turnpike hill climb event, and it's in Japan, and one of the guys had one of those GT4. That thing was wild.
But I think that trans on a 917K at that 4.5, and the Demand 4.5, not the one on the 912. So the Demand 4.5 makes like 512 at 9,000 RP.
My God.
In a 917K, which probably weighs under 2,500 pounds, rear-wheel drive with that trans. That, if I had all the money in the world, I would do that. And I would make it black with black wheels. That noise coming out of just an all-black 917.
Oh, dude, they look so good. They're
Yep.
so menacing.
So that is my, like, and do you have them up on Google?
No, I'm looking at a motor for me.
But if you look at the rear shot of a 917, by far one of the most intimidating cars.
Oh, yeah. Dude, they're so wide.
And and just the way the tail
Just
comes
how
up.
yeah.
So give me a 4.5 that revs to 9,000 RPM and makes 500 horsepower. Put it in that. Give me a manual transmission. Make it rear-wheel drive. No driver aids. No ABS. No traction control. And manual brakes. And I'm good. Because I can die happy in that car. Because I probably will.
That'd be the ultimate. God, they're so pretty. And what's cool about them, like, it'd be, I mean, obviously yours would be a true 917 because you got an unlimited budget. But if we were to go to the
No,
100,
I'd probably kid it. I couldn't comfortably
have you
drive
seen
a
how
real
much
one.
the kits are? They're not that bad.
Yeah, I would. So I wouldn't feel good driving because if you rock chip like a real 917 or like go in the grass a little bit, I'd be terrified. If I'm driving a kit, I care, but I don't care enough to
an
not hit
extent.
curb. Yeah, to not hit curbing or brake a little bit later going down into 10A,
Yeah.
or gutter run that thing up on the mountain.
Dude, it would just, you go off an
I don't
inch
think
and
I don't think it would
wow.
fit honestly on a public road with the width. Mm-hmm. I want to.
Can you imagine seeing that go down there? Oh, no, they do. Because they make a kit car, what I was telling you about. It's
Yeah.
up the spec, same thing. And it's over in UK. You should see it going through the streets of UK. It's a little wide, going through those little tunnels, those little alleyways that they have. But yeah, it's got an LS7 in it. And it sounds good. Man, it's fantastic. But, Couch, what do you got over there? What is that?
So give me an RX-3, right?
Started off good.
Mazda
yes.
Kick?
Yeah.
Well, he even got Sean's attention.
RX-3. I'm gonna take a book. I'm gonna take an entire, a few pages out of Sean's book. Give me a four-rotor. I'm talking a 787B spec four-rotor.
NA.
So
Well, those
NA.
were NA, weren't they?
Yep.
Yes.
They're also so tiny. The real 787B is so tiny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you also think like that engine revs to like 12.
To the moon.
Yeah. And a sequential
Ooh. Man, that'd be
All-wheel drive
hidden.
or rear-wheel drive?
all-wheel.
That thing's hooking and cooking.
Are
And we're
you-
just beating the snot out of it.
I always see them wide bodies. and
I'm
they
literally,
look
I
so
would
good.
carry with me a 55-gallon drum of 2050 oil and just have it on a pump.
You have to pre-mix it.
Got to carry the premix around with you.
Always got to carry that premix.
I like it. It's a good option. Oh, he has got a smile on his face.
Oh, Austin's excited.
All right, Austin.
I have a couple different things that I've thought about,
Nope.
but I'll stick with my original idea. Ferrari F40.
Ooh.
Get out of here. That is the worst car invented.
What?
I will.
Oh, F50's better than the F40.
My
F40
point
is-
is F50 engine in the F40.
What trans?
PDK.
Thank God. Get rid of that stupid gated shifter. If you're one of those that drives with, is like, oh, I gotta have a gated shifter, you drive slow.
I just want to go ahead and let you know, just because you can't drive a gated shifter doesn't mean that other people can.
Oh, imagine.
I've never
having-
driven the gate shift, but I don't like them either.
No.
They just they
dumb.
look bad. They
They're,
look
people,
bad.
they're for people that take their eyes off the road and look down.
No, you have to distinct it. It's fine.
I bet when Ferrari saw, I mean, clutch packs are gonna explode anyways. But I'm sure when Ferrari sold those cars, they were like, we'll bring it in here in about 2 months. we'll have second gear in it.
Those 917 replicas are 140 grand.
Yeah. Dude, that's cheap.
Wish I had your money.
But yeah,
Getting the money.
F50 was the superior engine, but the F40 just looked better, in my opinion.
They do it good.
In my opinion, I prefer the F40. Look-wise.
Have you guys seen the Instagram page of that guy who has an F40 and drifts it
Yes.
everywhere?
That's cool.
Was it Tex the Rich?
I don't know, but he's flame spitting and not quitting. He rips that
I'm
thing,
pretty sure
dude.
that
Props to
channel
him.
was like Tax the Rich or something. It was an old channel, like from Tax
I don't know. I see him in the he'll post up reels and he is tripling a roundabout full tilt, counter steering that thing like no other.
Yeah. Oh,
Would
yeah.
you keep it red still?
Oh yeah. Maybe yellow.
They're gonna
No,
sue.
Maybe
no,
Ferrari
no,
yellow.
he's
They're
gonna
gonna sue
paint
you.
it Nardo gray.
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
You're gonna get a
no,
season.
no.
You're gonna get a season assist. You don't even know.
But yeah, I was like, maybe do the yellow instead. I do like that yellow a lot. But yeah.
So I'm currently picturing all of these cars going up to the Dragon together.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine?
That line, like seeing them at the hub lined up. So you
Get
have
up there with my-
all black 917 couches. What color?
What, the RX-3?
Yeah.
Oh, it's white.
Bayside blue.
On an RX3, that's beautiful.
That is
So
terrible.
here's
What a
the, here-
choice.
here's the thing. Bayside blue, but with a metallic royal purple pearl.
So Burple.
Blurple.
Bayside Burple.
So Lindsay's Del Sol.
No.
Just darker.
No, because that has
No.
like white undertone in it.
Yeah, the primer is what more.
Yeah, and you can see it in the blue. I know what you're talking about. And then what color is your F4050?
Yellow.
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 Dude, so picturing those cars together, what you got?
Oh, mine. I'll be the slowest one on the mountain. I'll go to that right now.
I'm not talking about
Fucking beat me on.
Oh, it's an 8.6.
This is definitely not an A6.
What is it?
Who owns one of those cars? Nice.
Slow people.
People that don't like.
That's why I got rid of
gated
mine.
shifters.
Yeah, people don't get it.
What is it?
It's demon swapped.
It better be the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile or I'm upset.
Yeah, you're already gonna be upset then. I thought you were a wiener man.
It's planners.
It's a Planner's Peanut Mobile. It's a Pope
Which
Mobile.
is bees.
It is a
Beans.
it is a demon swapped
Okay.
lemon superbird.
Okay.
That is very
I
to
knew
the
he was
roots
gonna
for
bring
you.
it up.
Beans
What
sounds
trans?
so good.
Trans would be probably some sort of really nice one that SST makes.
I just want you
I
to
don't
know.
know what it's called.
The Superbird was on my list. I was trying to find a way to do one for the 100K one. I was trying to find the Superbird
Yeah.
100K one.
Well, the Shelby Daytona Coupe is like
Yeah.
one of my all-time
So
favorites.
yeah, so.
But
I
yeah.
was
So we're going
trying
from that.
And if
What
it's
color?
not, if it's not petty blue, I'll be.
I was
upset.
gonna say it's
Yeah,
gonna.
it's gotta
it's
be.
about petty blue.
I'm just lining these up in my head.
I mean, that's pretty close.
fair.
Here's the thing. I bet Doug. I don't know now. Doug, do you like pinstriping?
Oh,
Yes,
I'd
actually.
pinstripe that
So,
Superbird.
I would
Pinstripe it
Yeah.
with the petty orange that he
Ooh.
would run. Ooh,
This man over here.
He has
Mom
a
and Daddy.
Duck has a tear coming out of his eye.
I'm telling you.
Imagine a line in that car.
Oh my god, it would barely be. It'd barely from the rack. It'd be so long.
Yeah.
What you got, Mr. Rotary Man?
So you already know it's a rotary.
Hell yeah.
6-rotor NA. Have you seen the one in New Zealand?
Ooh.
No, I don't look at upside down land.
A 6-rotor rotisserie engine?
Rotisserie.
He's like, give me a chicken.
6-rotor NA and a 22B.
A Subaru 22B?
All-wheel
Okay.
drive. Pretty sure the one in New Zealand.
Turned into a Forza lobby.
22B. Some crazy sequential. I don't know my sequentials.
Call it a Samsonus. Those
Yeah.
things can handle crazy torque.
that thing.
It's a 6-rotor. It doesn't have that.
All-wheel drive?
But yeah, all-wheel
Okay.
drive. Yeah.
Oh, you and Couch are going in the back. I don't want to deal with my eyes burning from y'all's cars.
Oh, it is burning.
And color-wise, I don't know if it's either going to be white or midnight purple.
Purple.
Midnight purple.
Midnight
Wrong.
purple on a 22B would be dude.
Wait, Midnight Purple or Techno Violet?
Like the
I like
Get your
No.
BMW out of
No,
here.
I like
Midnight
Techno Violet.
purple.
Midnight
Techno
Purple.
Violet.
JDM. That would make it super JDM.
Midnight purple.
midnight purple.
I have a question just for on that
World
one.
Rally blue.
I don't want to. Well,
No.
all 22Bs were World Rally.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
wheels were you putting on that? I'm just curious because of that car
You
specifically.
already know.
You already know.
Gold.
No, what?
Gold, no.
What wheels?
Regas.
Tanks.
Vegas.
If it's not Regas.
Regas, yeah. That's my.
Oh, yeah.
You've
Great.
changed everybody.
You converted.
Tell me a car that don't look good on.
Yeah, I will agree with that. Actually,
A Beetle.
Put them on this G body and it will look incredible.
Damn, it would look good.
See?
I seen a Corvette with Regas on it, like an old. I think it was a C. What's this? Maybe C4.
Pop-ups.
Yes.
Yeah,
With
buddy.
Regas.
The wheels are worth more than the car.
Yeah.
There is this guy that drifts his all black C6 base with white Regas, and he did Drift Week in it. He won just off style. That car looked so good, and it's just black interior with white Regas. That's it.
Imagine just showing up. Oh yeah, I'm drifting Regas.
Putting an American car on Regas, culture. All right,
Culture.
the host of the podcast.
Oh, you've been waiting for this. This is good. Yeah, and
I
this
actually
is
have something to go do, so hurry up.
Well, it's also a 917.
Boo!
Yeah.
Copycat.
Sorry. I should have went first.
So
So we're
917.
throwing a 7-liter Mercury Racing SB4 engine in it.
Hey, he was looking at the same Google page I was looking at.
I was.
Now tell us
I
about
actually
that
have
engine.
your phone.
Tell us about that engine, because
So-
I have no clue what that is. You said a
It's a
7
super
liter.
high revving LS7. Okay. And it's
All
made
its
by
cars
Mercury
have.
Racing. You see that outboard? How it says Mercury?
Yeah.
Same people.
So all your cars have LSs in them.
Yes. Which is kind of sad. But
Man.
they're reliable. Hey, I'm
Putting the
go-
LS man right next to the rotary man. That's funny.
I know. But I really thought about it, and color-wise, dude, I already know what I'm going to do.
Are you doing the
Tell
martini?
Imagine a white, all-white 917
Oh, mine would be all black. That'd be
with
cool.
deep dish, flat black wheels on it.
Nice.
That would be good.
You lost me at flat black.
Wait, are you also doing rear-wheel drive?
Yes.
Our cars next to each other, the sound of those two going full tilt.
Oh, dude.
A 7-liter V8 and a 4.5 supercharged flat 6.
It sounds, the Mercury
I would want to be behind you.
Racing motor sounds,
Is
it sounds how the GT350R should have sounded.
Oh,
It sounds better than that. It sounds way better than that.
wow.
I'm curious what Blitz 03s would look like on a Daytona. A Superbird.
get it
Blitz
out.
03s. I gotta see them.
Hey, real
Whoa,
quick.
wait, pause. You don't know what Blitz 03s are?
I think I do.
Mr. JDM man himself.
The
Mr. Narita
rarest of
Dogfight.
the
Oh
rare.
yeah.
Okay, I was about to be scared.
I'm curious. If
As it's like 6 different wheels.
Like a
These
13
are
wide
here.
in the rear.
18 by 13, yeah.
Wild Boys,
That would
yeah.
be incredible.
Well, you can always just get custom dishes.
Don't
too.
you imagine how hard those tires would be to mount?
I don't care. I'll find a way.
He'd lick the rim of the barrel to get it to pop on.
So before you have to go, we'll do one
Oh,
click.
I was just kidding. I was just rushing you.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
So I'm just picturing all of these cars at the store right now, and
Let's
that
do-
would be crazy.
Let's do one more unlimited build.
Another one?
Yeah.
Start over there. I'm not prepared.
You want me to do it?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm not.
This
prepared.
is like I got money and I know I got money. So I'm taking Richard Petty's famous Superbird.
He is literally attacking me today.
No, I'm not.
Everybody knows.
I'm not. I just like stuff that you like.
He's gonna
and
ruin
just
it.
modify
Ruining
it.
it, yeah.
So I'm gonna take it.
FA24.
I want the Daytona.
Sorry to all of our listeners. That audio.
I want the one that's won the most races. I want the historic one, right?
Jesus.
I want that car.
The one in cars?
Bring it to me. Dinoco! Bring it to me. Bring it to my field. All right,
Okay.
with my
Feel the losers.
feeds or feed.
Don't you like
RX-7.
that guy?
Oh no. Feel the losers because of what he's probably going to end up doing to it. To probably trigger me or something of the
Yeah, he's
sort.
gonna leave it
'Cause This
in
is
the
all
field.
he's done the whole time. You know, rear-wheel drive, V8 swapped, FK8.
The feed.
Yeah, with the feed RX-7 to attack Sean.
You gotta give him some credit on the 917. That'd be cool.
Okay, no, that one don't count. That one don't count.
Okay, get on with it.
I'll be getting on with it because you know what?
Make it
We're
like a
pulling
car.
the NASCAR motor out of it. I want to keep the aero and the chassis how it is because it's proven. Dude,
You better start talking like a cars and make this fast.
you know what would be great
He's gonna stance
in
it.
that famous Superbird?
What?
A B-58.
What is it?
The
Super engine.
the super
Oh.
the new super engine.
Yeah, see what I mean? He's trying to trigger me.
That would be cool.
No, it wouldn't.
You
I
don't
thought
like it
it'd be
because of
cool.
heritage. I like it because of
I was
engineering.
this close to saying FA-20 and just leaving it
No, it
stop.
wouldn't sound anywhere as cool as the NASCAR engine.
No, but it would
What?
look. It would still have the look. It would just be faster.
No, it would not be.
No.
It would not be faster.
I was just trying to trigger Doug.
This car's did 200 miles per hour easy.
No, B58 could do it. No, government.
Well, maybe in that arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wedge with a B-58,
wedge.
and I'd keep it. Just chassis still be the same.
Okay. What about you, Sean? We're coming back this way.
It's on the spot.
Yep. On the spot, unlimited.
Put you
Unlimited.
You got full Forza lobby privileges.
Man.
Wait, I thought we already did unlimited.
We're doing another one. Wait,
Yeah,
we're gonna do
yeah.
another one.
Alright, put another one.
Oh, Lord. What's on the table right here?
Yeah, that whole AKA.
I gotta think. I don't even know.
Pop it on over here. I got something wholesome.
Go for it.
I want to
I'm
get
going-
Ashley's Mazda 2 back for her. I'm gonna build her.
She doesn't listen this far on the podcast, by the way.
I'm just
I'm
trying
gonna
to
cut this clip and make her
I'm
listen.
just joking. I'm just
So no, because of all the cars she talks about, right? How
Who?
bad you, Ashley,
Okay.
because her dream car is a black on black left-hand
yeah.
drive slick top FD
Yeah.
by far. But the only car she said she would take over that is she wants her 2 back. So I would get her 2 back, put it in, and this is unlimited money. Put it in perfect condition. I'd do up everything. You know how they race like the Suzuki Swifts over in Japan?
Oh yeah.
I'd get it like that, and I'd put a NA 13B in it, not 20, 13. It'd be perfect for the chassis, and just have it be rear-wheel drive. Just a 13B NA rear-wheel drive Mazda 2. I would get her car back and build that for her.
Okay. That's wholesome.
Yep, and it would have flair to be like 15 by 9s, but an NA 13B that's like like bridge ported, not just street ported, but like full bridge port, done up. It would make the same amount of torque a Mazda 2 makes. But
It
it would,
sound really cool.
but it would sound cool. She would have her car back, and it would just
Life would be great.
Everything would be right in the world. So unlimited money, I would do that for her.
I like that. That's a good. Yeah, that's wholesome.
Man, I'm getting a CRX,
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of front wheel drive,
fully gutted, cage, everything.
J32.
What motor would be good in that?
Already off the low price.
Well, what is your
FA20.
drive? So what are you going to do drivetrain wise? We can come back to the engine. All-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive,
Rear-wheel drive.
How
manual.
they should have came.
Manual.
I would say supercharged J35. It's that 3.5 Honda engine.
Oh,
Unless you want something like real.
I want something out there.
V6, right?
Yeah, it's a V6.
LFA engine.
Yes.
In a rear-wheel
Rear-wheel
drive.
drive CRX.
Oh my god. Dude, imagine that thing pulling past you.
No, just imagine going down 411 and you line up next to it and you're like, cool car. It's like,
Honda.
The sound.
It would break apart.
they'd be like that. Oh, have you seen the video? There's a video of an EG doing like one of the airport highway or the mile runs. And he gets to like 140 and the hood, like right at the top of the windshield, the roof just goes and turns up like folds like an origami and just rips off.
Oh my god.
Literally a
Fenders would be
tin
ripping
can.
off. Wouldn't be good.
All right, Doug, what you got?
Oh, all right. I'm gonna get a very, very late 80s, early 90s NASCAR.
Okay.
And I'm going to put, this is going to be crazy, I'm going to put a Ferrari V12 with ITBs on it.
Oh my
And it
god, dude, that
sound
thing would sound.
incredible. And I would go specifically to Daytona.
Oh,
Now,
can you imagine
so-
an Aston Martin
Doug.
Vulcan motor?
Oh, my.
Why did we not think of that?
Doug, would you still keep the side pipes?
Yes, absolutely.
Boom tube.
My man.
Boom,
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 tube.
boom, boom.
My man.
Got some potato cannons on the side.
What motor is in the Vulcan?
The Vulcan?
Yeah.
It's a V12, right?
I think.
I don't.
Can't work on your own car.
I don't keep
Yeah.
track of poor,
of-
I
poorly
don't even
built
think you.
British cars.
It's not even like street legal. They have a whole crew that
Yeah,
they
they
send
had to
out with
bring
it.
it out to you, right?
They're like, you can drive this now.
I get to drive a NASCAR here soon.
Nice.
A buddy of mine has one in Maryville, Langdon, and he told me I get to drive it up and down the road a couple times.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, that'd be
I
cool.
said,
Wait,
okay.
so he has, how many has he had now? Like 3 or 4?
Oh yeah, that's all it made.
I think it's more than that.
Son.
I don't care. Don't care.
Austin, what you building? By the way, I'm thinking of these cars lined up now.
So mine's gonna be a little weird. So all these have been Jaggy type,
Whoa.
The OG.
the OG.
Okay. Well,
Like
technically,
a
what? Wait,
61
what was first, the 2000 GT or that?
Jaggy type first.
That's like a James
Jack.
Bond car, ain't it?
Yeah.
Jaggy.
I hold one of those up in Oregon. Brought it all the way to Atlanta. Guy paid a lot of money.
Dream
Anyway.
car. British Racing Green. Wire wheels. Whole lot.
Yep.
Okay?
I've got it right here. That thing.
Yep. I think I would have a hard top. But
It's
I
like a
I
bobsled.
I like the hard top and the convertible.
That thing looks like a cartoon car.
That's so your speed.
Austin pulls up and ear.
So take an Aston Martin V12.
Oh,
Aston Martin V12.
in that?
But they came with V12s. Just
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the V12s, I made 190 pound-feet of torque.
yeah, I was like, which is really slow V12s.
You're gonna have to put some meat under it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Some
a
big
little
meat
bit.
layer hoovers.
Yeah. So Aston Martin V12 in that, and just with a gated shifter. It's all about just feel.
Bro.
It's not about how fast. it is.
Wait, the gated shifter is like a manual for people that don't know how to read.
Thank you.
It's a picture book for shifting.
It's Braille for shifters.
Now we're making fun of blind people on a car podcast,
Oh
man.
my god.
They ain't gonna hear us. Oh,
Canceled.
Wait a minute.
oh no.
Oh, Wade just buried himself.
Wow.
He doesn't think blind people can
Sir,
hear.
just keep digging that grave there, buddy.
A gated shifter is a manual for people that don't know how to read.
You have your
Shout out Ferraris.
Lots of old cars did it. But hey,
Oh, I'm gonna get dragged because I work for
including those GT40s you saw earlier.
what gated shifters. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say the trans. I don't want to look at. I know how to read. I don't need it to point it out for me.
It's all about just the feel of it. That car would be solely about just the enjoyment of the experience.
I would
Sounds
have
like,
anxiety.
that sounds like someone that reads a picture book. He's like, I don't read to learn. I read.
I would have
pictures."
anxiety having that thing full tilt, just simple shift, third to fourth, third, second,
Yep.
bam.
I'm not hearing this excuse
Money.
for lack of skill.
All I'm hearing is that you're blind.
That's like someone reading a picture book and be like, I can read fast. You guys just can't keep up.
You know that kid that's got the 12 pack of crayons and the big boy comes in with the 42 pack?
He's the big boy with the 42
He's 12
pack.
pack.
No, he's 12 pack and he ate all of them.
Oh my
All
god.
They're all-
Alright, gosh, what do you got?
So if anyone was ever curious about our thoughts on gated shifters, there you go. I hope I don't get fired.
They belong in the dumpster, first of all. Gated shifters. Moving on. So I would take a 280Z.
Ooh,
Terrible chassis.
But beautiful car. Terrible
they
chassis.
do look good.
The rear on those.
Yes.
RB.
They have swap kits for those.
Which one?
That's totally obtainable.
Ooh,
RB25.
I'll argue on this one. RB25 Neo sounds better than RB26.
Yes,
It is.
thank you.
It is. Yeah.
The high pitch wail of the 25 Neo, it also has better oiling than a 26.
Both are not very fast stock.
Well, yeah, no one
Near
ever
2
buys an
days.
RB because they're like, you know what?
I'm gonna leave it that way.
This is great stock. No, they're known for being great tuning engines. This is like Touge's. No
It's-
one's ever
yeah,
like.
that's what I
no
just
one-
said. Like, not to interrupt you, but Touge's. I mean, they're just. Touge's and RVs are in the same boat of just not a lot of
Not
power
running?
out of the game. I mean, yeah, not running.
I'm gonna steal this from the Circle of Drift guys. They say this about a JZ, but I'll say it about an RB25 Neo. Nothing looks as good as a 25 Neo sounds at full tilt.
Oof. Okay.
What was the Paul Walker's Too Fast, Too Furious? What was that sound coming from?
That was a 25. I
Was that
think.
a 25?
That was a 25.
Yeah.
Dude, that is the most
That's the. I think
iconic
that
sound.
it is.
You
The
can't
part
beat that.
The part where he's going to the race, bro.
Yep. So I was
It's
talking.
actually a Gallo 24.
I've talked to Ashley
Didn't
about
know
like
pizza
that is
places
one of
made
the,
motors.
the actual attainable engines I would like to get and build. Just you could drive that car at 20 miles an hour, get into 4,000 RPM, lift, wastegate, just blow off everything. Sounds perfect.
Somebody said it over the beams with ITBs. That is,
Also agreed. Alan Newsom, who owns Bridge Moto,
Yeah.
he has his Hachi that has a beams with ITBs.
Man.
And those they sound real similar to the F series engines, but they don't have that like high pitch wail the F series has.
They just
He was
had
at,
that suck
this
in.
last weekend,
And he's at FD right now.
and he packed up like lunchtime.
Wow.
I was like,
What car did he have out there?
FC.
His Wongon FC.
Yeah.
That thing's wicked.
it
Have
is
you seen
super
that?
cool.
Alan's FC.
Yeah, I was like, oh hey, Alan's here, cool. And then I think I saw one truck like twice, and I was like, oh bye, Alan.
So for people that don't know, this guy owns a company called Bridge Moto, sells safety equipment, and also a tuning shop called Touge Techniques. One of the best experiences I ever had on a mountain run. He brought out his 1100 wheel horsepower S14.5. It's an RB34 with twins, and they are big twins. And he built it all himself.
wow.
And he showed me the dyno for that car, and it looks like an elevation curve for an airplane taking off. It looks like this.
Oh my god.
And so we were leaving from the bottom of Blood, and for people that don't know Blood Mountain, it's a 2-lane up, 1 lane down for most of it. And it's kind of straight towards the bottom, just same thing as every mountain road, kind of straight until it gets curvy. And I'm behind him, and he goes to pull out and just mats it, and he's on 315s. And it's just rolling burnout, first, second, third, fourth. Just up the mountain into the darkness. And I'm like, I have a stock F820. I'm like, pay for me.
I have
Yeah,
no toy.
bye.
But he was, running that car, and he snapped an end link or a toe arm up front to where the wheel was stuck like this at the bottom when we were done driving. He was going to turn into a parking lot, and it snapped. And I was like, dude, if you would have broke that while we were running, speed limit, you would have flown off the mountain because the wheel, one was straight, like the driver wheel, front wheel was straight, and the passenger side was at like 45 degrees, just
So almost full walk.
yeah. And he had snapped a toe arm or something.
Jesus Christ, that's so terrifying.
Yeah, but that car sounded. I think all RBs sound good, but his is crazy, and he still has the car. But he mentioned the Wangan FC. I knew that car when it was stock because he used to have just this tiny little shop.
He's got quite the collection.
I remember.
does.
I remember I ran into you at that shop.
Yeah.
Like, years ago, I was there to pick up some drums.
He had his Hachi, and he had the FC, and he didn't have a whole lot else. And now he has I think it's 28 cars.
What color is his FD? I'm trying to remember.
The Spirit R or something like that. It's silver.
It is silver. Yeah, he's got the. It's got some. It's a different front bumper.
Yeah. But that man has some taste in cars.
Oh yeah.
The Wangan FC, the Hachi, the S14.5,
RX3.
the RX3.
Like,
190E.
Yeah, he has his 190E. He has a bunch of 86s now, too. That is like, if you had to think of if Kiichi Tsuchiya had something over here, a home base
That'd
over
be
here,
him, yeah.
that'd be it. And his driveway is hilariously terrible. Like, I don't know how he gets any of those cars out of that thing.
Update, they apparently have gravelled a lot of it, and it apparently is a lot easier now.
Okay, because it had a 2-foot ditch that was like a snake route up the middle of the
I heard
driveway.
about that. I don't remember who told me that. And I was like, how does he get all these cars in it?
There's a video of him driving the RX3 at full tilt up it, smacking the ditch, hitting grass, smacked a tree, and took it like a little one.
Yeah.
Took it down, just coming up. I was like, that man is fearless. So, yep.
Also, I did want to bring up. So, Formula Drift qualifying is going on right now.
Yep.
Did anybody see Vaughn Jr.'s run?
I just watched his.
Dude,
It's like a 90 something.
it's a 93 point.
Did you see the 14-year-old
Man,
to the
insane.
C6?
Yeah,
His run?
Yeah, he was killing it too.
Yeah.
Vaughn Jr.
Wait, did you do your last?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we did it.
Yep.
Because I already did mine. Ashley's monster too.
Yep. I forgot about it.
We did it.
That's fun. That was a good podcast. I enjoyed that one.
Thank you. Thank you for getting where I was going with that.
We learned that there's all kinds of different setups, different things you can do to any type of chassis.
For different folks.
I'd still rather have a neutral blazing 4L60E than a gated shifter, but
I just feel like everybody attacks me on this podcast.
somebody's gonna agree with me.
With an opinion like that, you deserve it. Also, Techno Violet over Midnight Purple.
I don't think I've seen Techno Violet before.
Yeah, I mean,
What
It's
was, it on?
BMW's.
Are you
it's
wearing a
BMW's,
BMW?
It's their attempt to be cool.
What was it on? BMW?
Yeah.
yeah,
Techno.
It's very pink purple.
I don't know before the
It's more-
podcast
it's
ends.
just a brighter purple. I like it
Oh
more.
no, Midnight Purple all day.
Yeah, I'm not.
Look at the shirt he's
I like
wearing. He
both.
works at BMW.
I like both.
Also, you can still get that as an individual color. By the way, a brand new M3, you can put it on that.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
I
cool.
like both. It's just the. I don't know.
That, you know what? That sounds like an opinion from somebody that eats lemon Pop-Tarts.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Yeah, terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and oh Jesus, he's leaving.
Oh, he's leaving.
He's leaving.
Austin's out.
How you gonna leave? I drove.
Sir, you forgot your hydration, sir.
That's what happens when you buy a gated shifter.
Yeah, that was him slamming into second.
Instead of 4.
Instead of fourth. But thank you guys so much for listening. Next week, we're going to do it live. F it. We'll do it live. But the topic for next week is rally car choice. From Group A
To group whatever. To
to
WRC currently.
whatever they do now to Volkswagen Polo. Oh, God. Give me that.
So, you can't build it. We're done with this. We're just
can't build
picking whatever your favorite car is. WRC.
Correct. Yeah.
Group
We'll
A,
compare
Group
them.
B,
We'll do a this boy versus that boy, but without
We should do a
rally
bracket
cars.
again.
Yep.
Let's bracket
Let's
rally
bracket.
cars.
And we'll do it live. We'll be live on Instagram.
Ooh,
So,
that'd be nice.
That'd be cool.
I like that.
And that Audi Quattro, it's the worst one they made, so we're not even going to include it.
What?
And we're gonna end on that.
That's the reaction I wanted. No, I'm just joking. It's the second worst one they made. No, I'm just joking, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching, listening. Not really watching anymore, but listening. We'll see you next time on Spotify with Season 2 of the Touge Hour. Maybe we'll have a special guest. Maybe we'll have this guy back. You guys decide. Choose his fate. We'll see you next time, guys. And as always, keep it in the past.